Hello Taurus, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. If Taurus is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. And if there's anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Taurus, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. Wow, 10 of Pentacles right off the bat, immediately. Immediately I have to ask you, what does your best life look like, right? If we had to draw a picture of our best life, what would we draw? What kind of things would be in that picture, all right? That's what this card's about. Let's put this into some context. Let's see, are we living our best life now? Oh my gosh, you get a 9 of Cups too? Can I have this reading instead? So I wonder if we're almost there, right? This is the energy that says we're getting real close. We're getting real close. A lot of this has to do with our perception, opening up our awareness, seeing the blessings that are around us, right? Being ready to make things happen, right? Let's take a look at our mystery card. Well, let's select the mystery card. I'm getting ahead of myself here. We're going to select the mystery card. We're going to use the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is one card, random. Mr. Ed right there on top. I'm getting too excited. This is really great energy. Now, the mystery card we're not going to look at till the very end. Hopefully, it'll tie everything together and give us the confirmation that we need. I'm also doing something a little new on this channel just to make it more interactive. If at any point during the reading you get an idea or a sense or a feeling of what that is, leave a comment, okay? I want to see if we can collectively raise our vibrations, tap into our intuition, and see if we can start discerning that mystery card together, okay? At the end of the reading, I'll ask you to pause the video and you can type your answers out if you want. You don't have to play along, but I think it would be a fun exercise, okay? But first, let's look. Now, the only major arcana card we have are these two, right? And they're kind of a little bit different. They're kind of the same, but different, right? Water and Mars, fire, right? Hanged Man and the Tower energy kind of have a water and fire balance, but they're both about letting go. They're both about tearing down, giving up, surrendering. They're both about sacrificing, about letting go, right? Interesting. Very interesting. And let's see, we've got a little bit of fire energy. We've got a little bit of water. We've got some air up here too, which is this is very interesting. I like it. And then of course we have, we've got our earth energies over here. Okay. So what we're doing, I don't know what that is on my card. What we're doing, I think, is trying to get this, right? Trying to get our best life and our happiness. Our best life is us pursuing our happiness, right? And whatever your drawing is, right? If I've asked you to either make a list or make a drawing of what your best life would look like. I think a big part of that is being happy, being fulfilled, being satisfied, feeling like physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, we're doing our work, right? We're living our purpose. We have found the meaning of life and we're living it. This is what we want. You know? We're 1 cup short, though. 1 cup short. We got a 9 instead of a 10. But that's all right. I think what's preventing us from getting that 10th cup? Well, it's got to be this dang old air energy, especially the 9 of Swords. The 9 of Swords is kind of the kind of the party pooper, right? It's kind of the, it's a little bit of pessimism, but not even pessimism. It's almost like self-criticism. With the Nine of Swords, I feel like no matter what good stuff you do, no matter what you accomplish, you don't allow yourself to feel it, to believe it, to acknowledge it, to just say, hell yeah, to celebrate it, right? A lot of self-criticism. And this is top of the path of the dove. This is very conscious energy. You do this and you know you do this. This is Mars in Gemini. This is us kind of picking ourselves apart, right? With these dirty, rusty old swords. And that's not very nice. Especially because we've got this 9 and 10 cups and discs. This is perfectly wonderful, amazing. Right? This is so good. And yet you're picking it apart. You are your own worst critic, but even more severe than that, right? We've got this Mars connection, right? Mars in Gemini with the 9 of Swords, and the Tower card is ruled by the planet Mars. Okay? So we've got the connection here with this Mars energy. We need to talk about that. Because what it's doing is diminishing your progress, diminishing your successes. See the recent past, this eight of Pentacles? Now becoming a 10 of Pentacles with this underlying happiness and joy and pleasure and beauty behind it, right? This is a lot of progress. You've made slow, steady progress. You're not happy with it. You're criticizing yourself. You're being very harsh. You're being very not nice, I think, with yourself. And it's time to stop. It's time to make a change here. We see the 2 of Swords in the position of the environment. It's in the position of timing. It's time to make a decision to get out of this. Right? And that's all it is. You've got to tell yourself, I'm not doing this anymore. Right? And yeah, there's going to be some more work involved in that, but this is preventing you from really enjoying what you're accomplishing, the progress that you're making, even if it seems slow, even if it seems like I can't perceive any progress at all. What is he talking about? You're making such great progress, but you're not allowing yourself to see it or to enjoy it or to appreciate it, right? And once we get rid of this, everything is going to get a lot better. Now, to get rid of this, when we have to make the choice to do it, we have to let it go, right? We have to stop, in a sense, crucifying ourselves, right? I'm not trying to be morbid or anything or too dramatic, but in a sense, I feel like this is what we're doing. Whatever progress we're making, we're Hanged Man, 9 of Swords, it's not good enough, right? We're almost refusing to see it here. We're looking at everything like a failure, everything like a loss. If we could, we need to flip that Hanged Man around and experience it as a triumph, right? Think that all of our suffering, all of our pain, all of our failures are not causing us to sink further down, but they are what support us, right? Failure is just the prototype for success, right? It's just the trial run. So all of your failures are what support your success, support your progress. You need to start looking at it that way. This is a very detrimental card. But thankfully, we've got the fire energy and this Mars energy to combat that. Now the Mars, kind of skipping ahead a little bit, I think the Knight of Wands here is your active engagement in this process. This is you just finally having enough and saying, I'm going to do this now, right? I'm going to make positive changes to get myself out of that 9 of Swords. And this might be, to get out of our heads. Maybe we need to go and just run around outside. Maybe we need to play. Maybe we need to get into a sport or an activity or go to the gym or get some kind of different hobbies or just get involved in something that takes us out of ourselves. Get involved in some kind of charity or just whatever. It doesn't matter. Something that is anything else than just staying in our heads and criticizing ourselves, right? What I want to do now real quick is to look at the language of flowers. This is one positive affirmation. Well, I guess that's the one. Didn't even have to shovel. It's the Peruvian lily. Strength. Strength. More effort will get you what you want. More effort will get you what you want. And that effort, I think, comes from, well, it's what we're going to talk about right now, as a matter of fact, with this Tower card. See, this is not strength, right? It's easy for us to get down on ourselves, and I'm not trying to make light of it. It's easy for us to see our progress as failure. It's easy for us not to see our progress at all, right? Strength. More effort will get you what you want. Things are about to get a lot better. Because this is strength. This is strength in activity, right? More effort. Go out and do something. Well, stay home and do something, but just do something other than this. Anything at all. And I guarantee that over time, we will take this Tower energy, and rather than it being the Mars energy that is harming us, it will be the Mars energy that is our strength, that is working for us. It will open our eye, our third eye, but our real eyes too. Our physical eyes, I guess I should say. And it will allow us to speak our truth. This is us speaking falsehood against ourselves. This is the strength we have to speak our truth, right? We are our own prophets. We have activated our spiritual vision, our third eye, and we're speaking the truth about ourselves, about what we're doing, about our happiness, about our progress. Right? It's the strength to get out of this. And this is a snare. This is a real pit. That's hard to get out of this. You need strength. More effort will get you what you want. And what we want is happiness. We want this best life. We want progress. Okay? It's all about this Tower energy. The Tower is here. It's either working for you or against you. It's either keeping us here in the Nine of Swords, or it's getting us out of that pit. That's like a bear trap kind of thing. Or a bull trap. Anyway, the 2, we talked about that. That is the decision. That is the mental kind of, not really the mental effort, but the conscious decision, right? To say enough is enough, going to change course, right? We're literally kind of doing a 180 here. I know it doesn't look like it with the card, but we're changing things. We're not staying in that Nine of Swords. We're going to use the Tower energy as our strength rather than the strength that's being used against us. So it comes first to this conscious decision, right? And then, of course, action. Just letting your body get up and do things, letting your mind go with it, with your body, right? And do things. Doesn't matter what, as long as it's not a Nine of Swords, as long as it's not harmful in any way, right? Just something silly, I don't know, just whatever will keep you occupied for a time being, until we start to awaken to the realities of this Tower card and harness this energy, harness our strength. Things are going to get a lot better. We have an Ace of Pentacles here. This is in the position of what you don't want. Okay. And I think that this is the idea of a reset. We don't want to have to start all of this all over again. I don't know why you're worried about that. Maybe this is the next step. Maybe this is us trying to see how we get from this slow, almost imperceptible progress. What is the next step that's going to bridge the gap? Right? To go from an 8 to a 10, well, I guess you kind of need 2 of these, right? But whatever, our math doesn't have to be accurate. What is the next step? Right? Well, maybe if we go here, this is the 8, then the 9, then the 10. Okay, we can look at it that way, and it works. So this is what we don't want, but maybe that's more of the obstacle, right? This is more of the challenge, figuring out what the next step is to get to our best life. To get out of this slow progress, well, it seems obvious now, the next step is to get out of the 9 of Swords. The 9 of Swords is not allowing you to see how much progress you're actually making and how this is the blockage. This is what's in the way of you getting to your best life. Getting rid of that is the next step. You see? The solution is built into the problem. And then finally, we've got the 4 of Swords. Now, the 4 of Swords is a big improvement from the 9, right? This is a mind that is settled down, resting, right? Key word for the 4 of Swords is truce, right? We may not be fully convinced. We may not be totally accepting of all of this energy, but we're not going to fight against it. We can agree on this temporary ceasefire, right? And that's where the choice comes. This is peace, right? The key word for the 2 of Swords is peace. It's such a calm, stable mind that ideally this is what we want. But this is the decision to cease fire, right? So we may not feel absolutely, completely at ease and peaceful, and this all sounds great, Paul, but it's a lot different in practice. Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know. We're making the decision to suspend our attack, right? To suspend our judgment. A little bit of this hanged man energy, right? Suspending our kind of self-sacrifice, our crucifixion, if you will. Okay? So this is part of that choice. And I guarantee that if we do this, we will see things getting better and better. And then it won't be so difficult for us to really get to maybe an Ace of Swords, right? Just a clarity, right? A unity, right? At least let's start with the ceasefire, with the truce. Let's be kind to ourselves and see how much better things can get utilizing this energy, this strength. But now I think we should look at the mystery card now. So this is the point in the reading where I'm going to ask you to look at these cards, feel the images, feel the energies, and let's see if we can collectively raise our vibrations and if we can tap into our intuition and see what this mystery card might be. Okay. If you want to pause the video and type your answer into the comment section, that would be great. If you don't want to, or you're busy or something, well, that's fine too, obviously. I think I have an idea of what I would like it to be. I have a couple of ideas, I guess. I think it's either going to be a 9 of Pentacles to show the kind of, that we're bridging the gap between the 8 and the 10. Or it's going to be a 10 of Cups, saying that we're getting the recognition of this happening, that our efforts are leading to a state of absolute fulfillment. Or maybe it'll be a 10 of Swords or an Ace of Swords. Aces and the 10s aren't really very different from each other, right? To show that we've gotten out of this, that we've cleared this energy away and we're starting over on a kind of different level. But I think more than anything, I want a 10 of Cups, right? To show that we are indeed achieving this, and it does have the joy and the pleasure and the satisfaction that it's meant to have. That our progress is not going to be just progress that's devoid of meaning or feeling, that we're going to be connected with. Sometimes you might achieve something or accomplish something or finish something, but you're having a hard time really caring. It doesn't really feel as good as it should. Where anything in your life, anything that we might be doing, experiencing, harvesting, tasting, it doesn't have much flavor sometimes, right? Well, that's when we're in a Nine of Swords energy state. Things kind of lose their luster. Things that should be very joyful are not so full of joy, right? That's why I think I want a Ten of Cups here in this position, in this mystery card. So I'll switch it to this again. You go ahead and type in what you think it might be, and then we'll reveal this. I'm pretty sure. Some cups of some kind, anyway. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Beautiful. That is beautiful. Ten of Cups. And this, I think, is the renewal of this happiness. Now, the things that we're doing, the progress, the work that we're doing even, feels good again. It feels joyous, right? Because we're out of that Nine of Swords. We're allowing ourselves to feel joy again, feel happiness. Things are about to get a lot better for you. You're going to feel a lot better about the things that you do. Because I think you are making wonderful progress, but we just haven't really been feeling it yet. I think we are now. I think we are feeling it now. I want to do one more of these affirmation cards before we go. Is that okay? Just one more. I like these so much. I think they always bring just a positive note to the readings. What do we have here? The Foxglove. Confidence. Be what you want to see. So we have confidence and strength. And these are two opposite qualities to that Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is not strength. It's not confidence. This is strength and confidence. And this is what we need right now. I love how these cards perfectly match and resonate with the readings. I think it shows me that collectively, all of us together, this community, we have such a strong energy here. We're really making magic here, right? I'm very, very excited about this community, about this relationship, this channel, and what we're all doing together, right? I couldn't do it without you. What we are going to do is an extended reading. If you want to stick around, Taurus, click either above or below in the description box. New Taurus readings come out Mondays and Fridays at 6 a.m. Chicago time. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next reading. Okay? And I appreciate you watching this reading all the way through until the end, because that helps out the algorithm, and the algorithm then helps out the channel. So I appreciate that. I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me read for you. And thank you for being the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot.